Morning, Stuart. We know that you're an associate head teacher at Ralph Thoresby High School, so we know you're very busy. Thanks for meeting with us this morning. If you could, please, would you describe the LEAP programme from your point of view?
Absolutely. One of the best things I think that we've engaged with from an enterprise perspective, what we were able to do is make sure that the students were given real clear guidance and support for the whole of the programme. The idea behind LEAP is very simple: to give the students the opportunity to come up with a very sensible, very clever, very innovative business idea, give them the support to execute the plan, and then to sell to the public. It can be services, it can be products, it can be all sorts of things, but giving the students the free rein to come up with whatever they want to do is absolutely pivotal to the programme. And I think that that's one of the massive things that the students really gained from it, the free rein that they had to come up with ideas for products that they themselves would like to buy and marketing them in the ways that they would like to market them in. I think one of the key things is definitely the 2 trade fairs. The students really engage with the public, and that's a key part of the programme as well. So allowing the students to work with lots and lots of different people from across the city is a really, really important skill that they need to have as we look forward to their futures. And then I think the whole element of putting together lots of evidence is key as well. You know, the students really enjoyed coming up with their products, but managing the financial side of the programme, managing all of the reporting, working on quality presentations are skills that they'll need to have when they go to university and when they take their business skills forwards. So this gives them an absolutely fantastic starting point.
Thank you very much. I mean, going on to skills then, do you have any evidence of where any of those skills
Absolutely, and so many as well. I mean, we mentioned effective thinking skills. You know, effective thinkers are really what we need to have within our economy. Students are used to sitting in classrooms where they're supported hugely, but sometimes in business things go wrong, and what those students need to be able to do is be able to come up with real life solutions to real life problems. They'll come up and face things that they've never faced before, but being able to work within teams, understand that people will have diversities in their opinions and what they need to achieve is really, really important, and I think that that's one of the key things that the programme definitely gives them. As I mentioned, team working skills, you know, the groups were put together through choice, but the students, I think, expected to get on with everyone perfectly for the whole time. That isn't necessarily the case, and understanding how to manage conflict within groups is an important skill that those students now have, or they've started to develop for their futures.
Did they have fun doing it? Because we do market LEAP as not only hard work, but also fun.
Lots and lots of fun, and I think that's because they've got the choice of what products they came up with. Sen Clothing came up with products that they themselves would go out and buy. You know, they enjoyed doing their own photo shoots. They took the idea of taking themselves off, running a photo shoot, doing some modelling. You know, that for them was a really innovative part of their marketing programme. They came up with backboards and designs that they themselves enjoyed creating, that they themselves would enjoy buying as part of a shopping experience. So that for them was a really key thing. I think the way that they are supported all the way through as well makes sure that because the board knows the peaks and troughs, they're always able to come in and support the students at the time when things are most difficult. So the seminars give them a real opportunity to network, to meet people just like them who are interested in developing businesses. But then the celebration at the end of the year, you know, what an amazing thing for the students to be able to participate in, to really understand that actually they've achieved a huge amount, and that is recognised and celebrated by the Leeds business community.
From your point of view, what kind of support did you get in your school that was useful?
I mean, it starts from the very beginning, whether it's, you know, the initial meetings, a real understanding of what the programme entails, what it involves. You know, for me was particularly important. This was the first time that Ralph Thoresby had run this programme, and it was hugely important that Ralph Thoresby developed its enterprise programme. So being provided a huge amount of support was key for us, definitely. But then the students received fantastic support. We couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Darren from Stonebridge Homes provided a huge amount of support to both groups throughout the entire programme. He was at the end of an email and was able to respond really quickly and give them guidance at every stage of the programme, whether that was developing the business idea or the final presentation that the students were going to be presenting at the big celebration night. All of that was hugely important. The seminars as well were really, really well put together. You know, there was something for everyone, so that every member of the committee within each business could go to a specific focus, bring something back and use that within their meetings to make make sure that the products and ideas that they had were driven forwards.
Could you give us one or two highlights of this year for you?
Absolutely. Seeing them in December on the very first trade fair was absolutely fantastic. There were all sorts of problems just before that day was about to go ahead, and the students really had to pull it together. Seeing them at 8:30 with their products finally there, their backboards already stood up, all of their float and the money that they needed to have ready to go, and engaging with their first customers at 9 o'clock was just one of the best things that you could imagine seeing. Being a teacher, seeing the students developing those skills, developing confidence and becoming active contributors to, a world of commerce was absolutely fantastic, I think, for all of us. Members of the school community, governors, teachers, the school senior leadership all came down to see what the students were doing. And there was a real sort of blossoming pride, really, in what they'd achieved in the very, very short space of time. And then that celebration event as well, a second but very, very important part of the year for me, really, seeing them have that real recognition of what success looks like, walking away with awards, meeting with people who are really eminent within the business world, gave them a real opportunity to reflect on what had been a fantastic year for them.
That's brilliant. Thank you very much.